makeup time. I'm going to be taking off my eye patches that I had on. Blending this in everywhere because that'll help my whole skin. And those are like PDRN patches. Okay. And then we're going to put a primer on. It's going to be testing out some new primers. Here we go. Let's see. I don't know which one I'm going to test out today. These aren't really technically new, but they're new to me. Or at least newish because I haven't used them for a while. Let's see. Let's do the Revlon Perfecting Primer because this one reminds me of the Poreless Putty. Only by Revlon. Let's see if I can get it to come out. Shooting out. Look at that. Well, I think I have enough. Almost. See if we can open it up. Yeah, we can open it and do it. Oh, maybe not. It's not opening that way either. Okay, there we go. I got some more that time, guys. So now let's just go ahead. Put this all over my face. There we go. Now we have a primer on. I'll be using a different eye primer today too. Just kind of playing around, guys. Now, let's see. I'm not sure which foundation I want to use. I want to use a nice light eye primer. I don't want, yeah, this one. I do want this one, I mean. So we're going to take the e.l.f. eye primer, guys, color corrector, whatever you want to call it. And this is the putty one. And we're just going to kind of put it on and around my eyes to help with these dark circles. And then over here on this side as well. I got an eye burger over here. I keep getting them. They come in like glass, guys. Welcome, John. How are you? Allergies. Okay, now that we have them at least a little bit covered. Oh, this is the one I wanted to use, actually. Here we go. Let's put a little bit of this one on. This one has a little bit more coverage than that last one did. Here we go. That's just really bad from allergies today. I think it's about the best we're going to be able to do. I'm doing my makeup. Hi, Steve. How are you? Welcome, Jordan. Hey, thank you, John. Okay. Now, I'm still deciding which foundation to use, guys. I've got this one out. I think I'm going to use it again. I think that will be the best option. This is the one by Juvia's Place. It doesn't have a whole lot of coverage on it. It's more of like, of course, now that I think about it, it actually had more coverage than what I thought. Even when I'm putting it on, I can remember. So we're going to use this one. I'm just going to kind of put it all over my face, guys. And then I'm going to kind of highlight a little bit after I have it all over my face. We're going to blend it in with a beauty sponge sprayed with the glowy, dewy setting spray by e.l.f. Okay, so that gives a little bit of staying power. And let's get to blending. Yeah, that did have a lot more coverage than what I remember. Well, just blend this all in, guys. And you can see this has a really good coverage. It's going on very nicely. And It doesn't look cakey or anything like that. It actually just looks like skin, but now my skin looks more even. A little bit nicer. Okay. There we go. Now we have this all blended in, guys. And I am in a loss on where my favorite blending brush is. I've been looking everywhere, so I'm going to take this one by Bare Minerals. And I'm going to apply my powder with it. And this is their powder brush. I don't know that it makes a very good blending brush, though. That other one, I blended with it. I don't know. It's got to be around here somewhere because I haven't seen it on the ground, so I didn't drop it. Okay. So I'm using a waterproof powder foundation. Thank you, Sarah. Right now over top of the Juvia's Place to get that powder all on here in a set. And we'll actually do a different finishing powder here in a little bit. Now, let's go ahead and laminate the brows. I think that's what Sarah was really wanting. So we're going to take this brow wax, guys. And I'm going to take a little brush or spindle, whatever you want to call this. And just kind of groom the brows. And this gel is really thick and good, so it's going to take it a second to actually dry. So once it dries is when I'll actually fill my brows in. But now we have them all laminated. Look at that. Oh, my eye. Feels like something's in it. Okay, now let's put a little bit of eye primer on, guys. I do know what I was going to use, but I don't know where it's at off the top of my head. Here it is. Okay, we're going to use MAC. Hey, Vampy Girl, how are you? Thank you. We're going to take the MAC Soft Ochre, guys, and I'm going to use this as an eye primer. And it will help brighten up my eyes because I got really bad dark circles today, guys, from my allergies. So there we go. So we have a nice natural way to actually brighten up my eyes. And I don't even have to go in with extra concealer or anything like that. See the difference? I haven't got started yet. I don't even know. I mean, I guess I did kind of get started. Greens. A light face. I'm not even sure what that means, but okay. But something springy. Yesterday I did pink and orange. We'll probably do something similar. I would like to still use that eyeliner that I used yesterday. But I don't want to do the exact look that I did yesterday. So, I'm not sure. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of a white. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just go in with this one. So I'm thinking we may end up doing a little bit of blue today. A little bit of blue. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. So let's take, we're going to take a highlighter palette right here. And I'm going to take that white out of there. And pop that in the corner of my eye, guys. To really brighten it. We're going to even brighten it more here in a little bit. And then we're going to take, and I'm going to test out this primer. Let me see how this blue ends up looking. Yeah, that should work out just fine. So we're going to take this primer right here, which is really sticky, and the brand went out of business. But I really want the blue on my eyes to pop, so I want to use this blue and gold would really look good. You know what? I might just do that. You know what? I think we will. That was an amazing idea. Now that I have, this is by Medusa Makeup. Yes, I will, see. Oh, I got it over here. Of course, it's a black one. So I don't have the blue one. But I do have the black one. That's a great idea. So this is by Medusa Makeup, which I loved them. But I'm pretty sure they went out of business during COVID, guys. During COVID. They could not. Ooh, that's really nice. They couldn't keep up with it. Let's see. I'm going for a gold here, guys. I'm trying to find my gold eyeshadow. Let's see. Oh, this one's gold. This one. Oh, I know where a really pretty gold is, though. Now that I think about it. It's going to be down here. Okay. So, we're going to take a little bit from this one. This one has a really pretty light gold, beigey gold. And I'm going to actually just pop that right here in this corner. Because we're going to do gold and blue, just like Vampy Girl said. I think that's a great idea. So now that I have that little bit of gold, I'm going to take this flaky gold. I think it will too. I think, because I usually do sneak a little bit of blue in the waterline. This will be a funner way to have a blue in. And I'm going to take this really flaky gold right here, guys. And pop it right in here. And that looks pretty cool so far. That's a really pretty blue too, though. Look at that one. We may use that one with the eyeliner. So now I'm going to take a really light blue. And this is from a highlighter, guys. And remember, I've got that sticky eye primer on by Medusa Makeup. I'm going to look them up. But I'm pretty sure they closed during COVID. But they were really, really fun. Like, they had fun collars. I think they catered more to makeup artists. They weren't the cheapest. Oh, this is looking so pretty. And I would have never even thought of this on my own. And this is actually going to be surprisingly a really springy, because I'm using this light blue. I know, isn't it? And I think if you actually read the collar, this is supposed to be a green. If you go to their website or listing. And it's never looked green to me, so I don't know where they get green. And now we're just going to kind of blend them out, guys. You see that? And we're going to have even more blue here in a minute. I'm really excited. I think this is going to be one of my favorite looks in a long time. Oh, I need a light brown. Hold on. I'm trying to think of where did I see a light brown that I really liked. This one and this one. Let's see. We need a fluffier brush, guys. It is. You're right. You are right. This is going to be really cool. I'm going to have to make a whole video to this. Oh, this is a concealer brush. I'm going to have to make a whole video to this for sure. There's a blending brush. Okay, there's what we want. So I'm going to take one of these brushes like this, guys. And I'm going in with like a very muted brown. Like a yellowish brown. Just to kind of pop in the crease. And I don't know that I'm actually going to use a lot more of anything. I'll highlight it. Blend this out. Put a little bit under my eye. Let's see, pop this up here. And the brown that I'm using is actually from LA Colors. Super affordable little palette here, guys. And I'm going to take a blending brush now and just kind of blend this all out. Okay, we'll put those back in here. And then I'm going to highlight under the brow, guys, with a little bit of ColourPop. Sometimes I have to admit, usually not often, I got the ADHDs, and I don't like to have things on my eyes very often or for very long. Like if I'm doing like a photo shoot or something, I can put the lashes on for a couple hours, but I don't like to have them on all day. And if I'm not doing anything like today, I'm not going to want to have them on. But I will tell you, if I do wear lashes a lot of times, these are the ones I use. They're by Silly George because they already have a glue on them. So you don't have to, like, and I don't do a whole set. I pop them right here in the corners. And I can just take one on, pop it on, and I've got like a little bit of like a fairy wing to my eyes. So every now and again you will see me put those on because those ones don't irritate me. They actually pop under, and it's not a whole lot of trouble. I don't like all the trouble of getting out the glue, having to look really close because I can't hardly see. So not very often. Sometimes. Okay, now I need to fill in my my brows, guys, so I can see how this is going to actually look. So let's take an eyeshadow. I do, yes, I love clusters too. Because if I do wear them, because I actually have pretty long lashes, especially for my age. So I just need like maybe a little bit of length right here at the end. So that's why clusters are really nice. I don't have to do the whole thing. Now I'm taking a brown, guys, just a brown eyeshadow here from the palette that I got the gold from, which this eyeshadow palette is actually available on the TikTok shop, guys, and on Amazon. Believe it or not, it's actually kind of expensive, this little one, because it's got that glimmery blue that we're going to be using as part of the eyeliner look. And then I just fill them in, just following my own lashes, guys. I hardly ever pluck my lashes or anything because I'm old and my lashes, not lashes, my brows, they don't really grow much anymore. So however they would have been plucked the last time they grew is pretty much how they just stay. So they do have a little bit of a slight arch and shape to them, but they're kind of patchy, and I should probably maybe put some minoxidil on my eyebrows too. I've been using minoxidil on my hair. I think I need to use it on my brows. Okay, there we go. That's a good idea. If I could stand something on my eye that long, I totally would. Oh, definitely, definitely. And I know whenever you do them like that, you can even, on Amazon, even get like the longer lasting glue and just pop those bad boys on. I have like sensory issues with things touching me, so that's one reason why I can't wear them for very long, but I love them. And now, guys, let's see. We're going to be getting to the eyeliner, believe it or not. But I need to curl my lashes before I do the eyeliner. And I want to touch up my eyeshadow just a little bit. I used that really sticky primer, but it looks like it's already starting to fade a little bit. And I want it to really pop, you know. Okay, so we're going to curl this up. And I'll be using just mascara today. We'll probably use my new one again if I know where I put it at. I don't think I do know where I put it. Is this it? I think this is it, yeah. I found it. Because I got a new mascara from the TikTok shop. And I really liked it. I've only used it once, but I really liked it. And it's supposed to be one of those extension mascaras. Let's do this one. One that's a little bit longer. You know what? I don't think so, because I'm going to be adding this blue right here to the eyeliner. So I don't think for the eyes I'm going to have a whole lot more, but I do want to brighten this part up a little bit because it, for some reason, just isn't popping as much as I think it should. So that's the one thing I'm going to do, is kind of add some more of the gold and blue here. Maybe if I put something sparkly on it. But I use a very sticky primer. So I think that helped a little bit. Blend these out with this one. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. If I put a whole lot in the crease, which I do sometimes, it seems to age me. This way seems to keep me from looking as old. But we'll see. We'll see how it ends up coming together. Here's one thing that I'm going to do, is take a blue. You see this is like a deep, dark blue. And I'm going to use it on the waterline. And then this will also help all the other blues pop without people really even noticing it. Because it actually, I think, looks black on my eye when I actually get it on there, because you can't hardly see it. So I think it ends up looking black. Now I'm going to take an eyeliner. We're going to use this one. I'm trying to think of who is this by. You Can Be. It was a set of graphic eyeliners, markers. And we're going to put a little wing here. Maybe not so little. And then we're going to have that blue coming in here soon. I think I ended up going for more of a wing than what I wanted. Okay, so there we go. Now we got one giant wing. I wasn't really going for a giant, but this brush is not what I usually use. This eyeliner brush. And it's hard for me to get a really skinny one with it. It's really flat on one side, but then fat on the other. So if you accidentally use it on the wrong side. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think they at least look pretty even if you ask me. Okay, so now we're going to take that blue. I need a really skinny little brush here to use. And I need a firm brush, although that eyeliner is really smooth and creamy. I still need a pretty firm brush to actually get it to go on really bluey. It is. I think it is. Then when I get the mascara on, it should all come together. And so I should have made it. I'll have to make a video of how I did this look and credit you to it, because I would not have thought of this by myself. Now we're going to take this blue. This is a really shimmery, glittery blue. And I'm going to start by putting it right here. And then we're going over the other eyeliner. I'm going to go a little bit on top and then a little bit over it. I'm not trying to make the whole thing blue. I want the bottom to stay black. Okay, let's see. When I concentrate, it's hard to talk, guys. I get really quiet. Ooh, look at that. So I don't know if I want to add a little bit more to that corner or not. I'm thinking not. If I was going to glam up and if I was going to a party or something, I probably would actually put a little bit more in that crease, a little bit more shadow. But I think for just like a day, normal spring day look around the house, I'm going to keep it like it is. Okay, so let's see. Bring this one up, and I want to put it a little bit on the eyeliner as well. Give it a little bit of a blue tint. And voila, guys, voila. Yep, I did. I added more blue on that side somehow than this one. Voila. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now, let's see. Before the mascara, I have one more fun thing to actually do the eyes. Down here, I added that blue up to the top one. Here's what I'm going to do to the bottom one. So if that's what you're talking about, we're going to do like a Korean beauty little eye tip here. This is, I can't say the word and can't even remember what it's called, but we're going to take the darker shade, and this is a Korean beauty line right here, and it has two sides. One's going to be to highlight. Yes, at the bottom. Yeah, I am, but I don't do dark colors because it'll make my eyes look smaller. So this is what we're actually going to be doing. This one here is darker, but wish I could remember what this is called. You take and you draw a line with the darker shade, guys. Like down at your teardrop area. Like so. And remember, I already had that little bit of brown down there. And then it has a lighter highlighting shade right here. And that is where I will put a little bit of it in the waterline. Although this isn't part of that little Korean eye thing. And then take that one and you want to put it right here. And you see, you just kind of, it gives your eye like a little teardrop thing. Wish I could remember the word. But now, is that Pickle? Hello, Pickle, how are you? Thank you, Vampy Girl. Okay, Pickle, see you later. Okay, and then that was that one. Now, it's all going to come together with the mascara, too. So this is my new mascara. It's a little teeny thing. I didn't have a lot of high hopes for it. But I got to say, it actually is a very lengthening and thickening. There's what the brush looks like. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hold on. I've got... some blue or something is, oh my gosh, that's going to end up messing up my whole makeup. I'm not even going to bother it next. I think it's on my fingers and I'm making it worse. But we've got blue all over my cheek there, under my eye. It's going to make my dark circles look terrible. You guys see that? But look how amazing my lashes are looking. They look amazing. And now let's do this one. And you can see this mascara is actually a very, very nice. I can't even remember the brand. Oops, now I got it all over my hand. OANN White. They are, look at that. That really brings the whole look together. The mascara. Now let's see if we can get this blue off my face. So that, oh, this is definitely a nice long last. Oh my God, I got makeup all over my hands, guys. That's probably the problem. I forgot to even use this toner today. Okay. Now, let's see. Take one of my look, it went all the way. I don't know if it just like, it's in my eye. Okay. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of that white and pop that back in that one corner. Because we somehow got blue overtook it. But we're actually going to be adding a little bit of more blue. Here was the one part that I was waiting for. I have this liquid eyeshadow here by LA Colors. And it is like an iridescent white blue. So we're going to pop it right there in the corner of my eye. Bring it up a little bit. Maybe just a little bit over that gold. And that looks pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys. Now, I still have blush. I'm going to be taking a Bare Minerals. We're just going to be doing a light orangey nude blush. We don't need a whole lot of blush or lips. The eyes kind of do it all. Okay. And we'll go in with a little bit of highlighter. Probably the highlighter by ColourPop that I just used on my eyes. I got all these brushes and I can't find the ones that I need. No, that's not what I need either. This one, here we go. That goes back up there. But now, guys, I'm going in with this one now. I want to add a little bit of a white. Here we go. This is what I want. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of this sparkly white to this one. Because it's a little glittery. It's a little bit more fairy, like a little fairy dusting on there. Okay, and that is it for the cheeks, eyes. Only thing I have left now is the lips. And whenever I'm done, guys, I'm going to be eating lunch. I'm hungry. Just kind of hits me. Okay, but now, and then what we're going to do to kind of pull everything together is I'm going to take a nice light dusting of a setting, a very lightweight, finely milled setting powder. I wanted to say spray. Okay. I was trying to think of where my lip liner was. Here we go. We're going in with, I'm going to make chicken tenders, homemade chicken tenders. Like Dave's Hot Chicken, but better. Okay, now we got my lips lined, guys. I usually go in with like concealer or my MAC. I can't even think of what it's called now. MAC. We might use this one. My MAC paint pot. Oh yes, it's so good. I gotta say, I am really good at making chicken tenders, chicken nuggets, and I'll even make like yum yum sauce to go with it. Sometimes I buy it at the grocery store. Sometimes I make it, and that's how I eat it. Or I make my own hot honey. Like I'll take honey and make it hot. Now, this lipstick, I don't even know if this brand's even still in business. This was Lip Sense. MLN, you guys remember them? They used to be all over the place. And let's see. And then we're going to take some gold to put on my lips, guys, so it matches my eyeshadow. We'll take a little bit of that gold, a little bit of this gold to make it a little bit flaky, and a little bit light. Just pop that right there on there, guys. There we go. Could have a little bit more pink to it if you ask me. Pink or orange. Let's see. Let's try some of this. Put a little bit of this in there. Yes. This one is not Avon, but they were like Avon. And you still went to parties. And they may still even be around, guys. I don't know. Lip scents. And that's basically all they specialized in were like these long-lasting lipsticks. Almost like a stain. First you got to shake it. And you're supposed to do like 3 or 4 layers. But this stuff will last forever. You see, it kind of goes on more like a lip stain, and that's going to dry to where I can touch it. And then after one coat dries, you go in with like a second one. See, it hasn't dried yet. And then that makes it darker. So, I don't know, it was kind of like a stain, but not. Like, if you only did one layer, it was more like a stain. But when you put them on top, then I don't know. I don't think any other brand has come close to that formulation that I know of. And I've never heard anybody talk about it. Like, whether or not, like, they still use it, if it's still around. I thought I seen that it closed during COVID. It is so pretty. And I actually had, like, several of them. I was still nursing at the time. One of my nurse co-workers, her daughter, that's what she did, was sell that lip scents. And so I used to go to their parties all the time, and I got tons of it. And other than them, I never really heard anybody else talk about it. And I have forgot to look it up and stuff since COVID to see how they survived. Kind of like that Medusa makeup, only Medusa makeup wasn't an MLN. But there was Medusa makeup and one other brand that I love that closed during COVID. Meow Cosmetics or Meow Makeup. Meow Makeup. I don't know if you've heard of Meow Makeup or Medusa Makeup. But they weren't in stores. They were only online. Maybe indie brands. But both of them had, I swear, some of the best makeup. And like Meow Makeup was, I'm pretty sure, all organic and everything. Most of, I think if not everything, was like powder. So like they had powder foundation, silky formulations, way better than Bare Minerals or anything, and way cheaper. And they closed, and they had such a color variation, and like each month they would come out with new special monthly collars. I loved them. And the Medusa makeup were targeted towards makeup artists, and so they were more expensive. They were not, Meow Makeup was really affordable. This one was super expensive. Not so much now. Well, these ones were around a while ago, but yeah, this one here was, again, targeted mostly towards, it's called Stick It. Maybe that's where Michaela gets her names from. But they targeted makeup artists. So they had like a lot of fun colors that you couldn't find in stores at the time. They were not all loose powder. Some of them were solid, but loved them because they had very, very, very vibrant, fun colors. And they were so expensive. I didn't have many of them. And again, they were only online. Because it costs a lot. I know the feeling. My Tarte Shape Tape here is actually pretty old. And I'm like you, I hardly ever use it. That's why. And then, guys, my makeup is done. I got to do my hair now because it's still drying. And I used a new shampoo, conditioner, and serum. Let's see. Do I have this? I thought I had the serum over here. Yeah, I do. See, this was the new serum I used. Oh, yes. Yes, definitely love me some Too Faced. I just had one out from Too Faced that I put up, which has been discontinued. It was like a liquid eyeshadow, and it was this prettiest purple sparkly shade. Again, it's probably been discontinued. And I just put it up yesterday. I do. I got it on. You know it. This is the new serum I just used. I don't know if it's any good yet, guys. I just used it. My hair's not even fixed yet. You see that? It's still wet. So, that's it. That's all, folks. I don't remember how that song goes. The Looney Tunes, where they go, that's all, folks. So, I will see you guys. Oh, thank you so much. They do kind of look like pearls, don't they? And it actually looks a lot better in person. I don't know. This lighting on camera, I don't think always makes my makeup look good. And I will see you guys again probably tomorrow. I'll probably be live again tomorrow. I don't think I have to film any makeup. I got a lot of shapewear I got to film today. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Woo!